Oden is one of the most underrated characters in One Piece. People underestimate his power for delusional reasons, and by the end of this video, you will realize that Oden is way powerful than you think, so let's break it down. Let's take a look at Oden's childhood. Before the age of 1, he threw his witness to the ground. At the age of 2, he was fast enough to catch 2 hares at once. At the age of 4, he obliterated a bear by hurling a boulder at it. By the age of 9, he was in the Yakuza blacklist. All of this and more before the age of 18, so Oden was really powerful just like the other powerful characters. This 18 years Oden was the strongest in his country, and he was wielding Enma completely. In fact, he was fighting with Enma since the age of 10 apparently without troubles. Just think about Zoro and how much time and critical situations to control Enma. That's why Oden's haki is something that Kaido still think of as something special. Now I've seen people comparing Oden to the first Yonko commanders. First of all, pre-voyage Oden is stronger than any first Yonko commander, not including Rayleigh, Ben and current Zoro. The only commanders that pre-voyage Oden will struggle against are King and Katakuri. He will beat King after figuring out his abilities, and Katakuri doesn't have enough AP to put Oden down. Katakuri can't use Future Sight as long as he wants, and he will end up unable to use it for a while, and then he will be one-tapped. But to be honest, a lot of people underestimate Future Sight just to underrate Katakuri. For Blackbeard first commander, Oden would absolutely destroy him. For King, I think any character will struggle to beat him due to his insane race abilities, and not only Oden. Now to the main reason why people underrate Oden for like hell, and that's Roger and Whitebeard one-shot him.
Are you serious?
None of them actually did that because Oden was almost fine after being hit by both. When Whitebeard hit him, he was perfectly fine. Like a punch from Prime Whitebeard did nothing but a little scratch on his face. I know that was a normal punch without haki, but I think it's comparable to Whitebeard in the Great War. Also, Whitebeard never thought of Oden as a weak person. He said that Oden is dangerous. Oden is about to attack Whitebeard, who said that this is not good, and they clashed. You have to remember that this dangerous Oden is not serious at all. He then asked Whitebeard to join his crew, and Newgate refused. This panel here is very important. Whitebeard said, "You are not the type of person who serves someone else." I know what happens when you get people like that together in a group. Had plenty of bad experiences with my last crew. You can see here that Whitebeard knows that Oden is strong and compared him to his crewmates like Kaido, Big Mom Shiki and so. I want to mention that Whitebeard never called Oden son but brother instead, and you know what that means. Moving to Roger, I don't even know how people call this one-shot, like seriously? Roger attacked Oden with Advanced Conqueror's haki, the same as Shanks vs Kid attack. He sent Oden flying through some trees, and Oden just got right up to fight Roger. Now the one-shot is like what happened to Luffy and Kid against Kaido and Shanks. But Oden vs Whitebeard and Roger is not one-shot by any means. The narrator said that after many adventures, Oden returned many times stronger than before. After 5 years, he fought Kaido and lost. The reason why Oden was defeated is because of that old woman trick. I don't actually know who would win that fight. The majority think that Oden would absolutely win without that trick, but just because he scarred Kaido doesn't mean that he would win. Kaido's base dragon form is good for destructive capability, but for people like Oden it's better to fight them with the hybrid form or base form in my opinion. But what do you guys think? Also, Kaido doesn't like to cheat because he killed that old woman and said that many times. This Oden now can use Advanced Conqueror's haki, so his haki is not even comparable to pre-voyage Oden. I want you to compare Oden to Luffy before and after and look in Advanced Conqueror's haki infusing. Now to downplay Oden and Kaido, some people think that Kaido at that time can't use Advanced Conqueror's haki. Both of them actually used Advanced Conqueror's infusing in this battle. Also, Kaido at that time was so powerful and not like people think. You have to remember that Kaido as a Rocky was a dominant force in the Rocks Pirates. Now moving to the feats. Oden's physical strength is insane. He was so powerful child, and pre-voyage Oden clashed with Whitebeard. His general IQ is great, but the community calls him dumb for weird reasons. Oden controlled the lawless town of Kuri and turned it to a place worthy of being called home, so yeah, Oden isn't dumb. For speed, I would say that he is faster than people like Big Mom and Akainu. His reaction and combat speed is enough to fight against any top tier. For skills, he got great swordsmanship skills and probably way better than people like Vista. For haki, he was able to use Enma since the age of 10, and after the voyage he returned with powerful Advanced Conqueror's haki. And Kaido still think of Oden's haki as something special in his battle with Luffy. For defense, I would say that he is slightly weaker than Prime Big Mom or even equal. Shanks no-diffed Kid with the same attack that Roger used against Oden, but Oden was in a very good condition. Also, his endurance feats are just crazy. Lastly, Oden's AP is comparable to the other top tiers. His Advanced Conqueror's haki is so powerful as I said before, and the scar on Kaido is a very good feat. At the end, Oden was a very powerful character and he's not on Kaido's list for nothing. Oden maximum potential can fight Roger and Whitebeard and it will be a hell of a fight. He would lose, but it's not gonna be less than high extreme diff in my opinion. Also, Oden is stronger than any first commander in the story, and I mean Prime Rayleigh, Ben and current Zoro. I've seen people say that Rayleigh would mid-diff him, but that's absolutely wrong. Feat-wise and narratively, Oden is stronger than Rayleigh. Could go either way, but what do you guys think? That was it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know about your thoughts in the comments and see you in the next one.